Welcome back to Educator.com. This is the lesson on alternative energy. Alright, so under the umbrella of alternative energy, you have non-renewables and renewables. So what is alternative energy, first off? The reason why it's alternative is because it's not from fossil fuels. So anything that is not from fossil fuels, it's not from oil, it's not from natural gas, coal, etc. It's either non-renewable or renewable. So if it's non-renewable, it's nuclear energy and deep earth geothermal energy. Now the reason why these are not renewable is because if output is exceeding input, you're going to be depleting it gradually. For instance, deep earth geothermal energy, if you're extracting too much of it, the time it takes the earth to bring that back is not fast enough. And nuclear energy requires certain materials being taken out of the earth to make that work. So they are a non-renewable yet alternative source. Renewable alternative energy is solar, hydro, wind, ocean, geothermal, and this geothermal is more of the shallow earth one, which we're going to get to in a sec, and biofuels. They're considered renewable because they are regenerated by the sun in a useful time period. So that's the key. Useful time period, meaning quick enough based on how much we're getting that. Here we have a nuclear power plant, and here's a wind turbine. Of course, that's how you get this renewable. First one we're going to talk about, solar energy. So this is one of those renewable energy sources. Worldwide, 10 weeks of solar energy is equal to the energy stored in all known reserves of fossil fuels. That's mind-boggling when you think about how many barrels of oil, how much coal is out there. 10 weeks. Okay, so yeah, less than 3 months of the energy coming from the sun. If we could utilize a lot of that, we wouldn't need the fossil fuels as much as we have them. So absorption on the surface of the earth is 90,000 terawatts, which is 7,000 times greater than total global demand. I've heard scientists say this. If you were to calculate, yeah, the actual amount of solar energy hitting the earth, if we could just utilize a decent fraction of that, we'd be set. We'd be able to meet the Earth's demand for electricity and other things. So pretty incredible, the amount of solar energy that is available to us on a daily basis. Passive solar energy systems are different from active solar energy systems. So passive, obviously it's not active. So this involves no use of mechanical pumps or other active technology to move the water or the air. So usually you're talking about building design. So architectural design methods in ancient Islamic architecture, they definitely took advantage of this. But modifications to your building, whether it's an overhang to block the summer sun from coming in and overheating your house, by doing that, you wouldn't have to use something like air conditioning or electric fans quite as much to cool down the house, if you could just do that naturally with the architecture. Planting certain deciduous trees that during the summer with their leaves, they're going to block the summer sun, but then the leaves fall off, and during the fall or the winter, when the sun is on average a bit lower in the horizon, the sun's going to come in and heat the house. Having a scenario where during the daytime, a wall maybe could absorb heat, during the winter times, and then it can also dissipate heat when it's too hot. Those kinds of things are passive solar energy systems. You're taking advantage of what the sun is doing in a passive way. And then, of course, there's active solar energy systems like this facade here on the side of the building. Pretty cool. I'm guessing they put it on this side of the building because in terms of where the sun is during the year and during the day, this is the maximum absorption that you're going to get on that side of the building.